Here I come with the last special delivery. Thomas knew he had to slow down now, but he couldn't. Thomas's brakes had stopped working altogether. Fizzling fireboxes, what can I do? With a clang and a crash, Thomas clanked off the rails. Percy charged down Gordon's hill. He didn't see Gordon and the express until it was too late. The brake van passed Gordon, but the tar wagons didn't. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Gordon was very cross. "Now look what you've done," he wheezed. "What will the fat controller say?" Percy thought he knew. "Oh no," he cried. "I'm sure to be scrapped now." "You can't catch us," laughed the trucks. Wheesh! But there was trouble ahead. Duck had stopped at the crossing at the bottom of the hill. Arthur's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Squashed fruit flew everywhere.
"Thank goodness," sighed Thomas. Thomas knows every part of his branch line, but just ahead was a stretch where the hot sun had bent the rails on the track. "Careful, Thomas," called his driver, but it was too late. "That's done it," said his driver. "We shan't get any further today." "But what about my passengers?"
He moved slowly forward to jam the table, but he couldn't stop himself and slithered into a ditch. "Ooh!" she hissed. "Get me out! Get me out!" "Not a hope," said his driver and fireman. "You're stuck, you silly great engine."
Diverted into a siding. "Look out, Percy!" shouted his driver and applied the brakes. But it was too late. But squashed fruit squirted all over Percy. To something else. There's no sign of a tail lamp, he puffed. He whistled, but then there was trouble. No one was hurt, but she was tired.
"Have a drink," said his driver. "Then you'll feel better." The water column stood at the end of the siding with the unsafe buffers. Suddenly, Percy found that he couldn't stop. The buffers didn't stop him either. "Oh!" wailed Percy. "Help!" The buffers were broken, and Percy was wheel-deep in coal. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything. "Now Percy has learned his lesson, too," he chuckled to himself.
The next morning, Gordon raced along with his heavy load. "Now this is how you pull freight cars," he thought. But the signalman had accidentally left the point switched to the branch line. Gordon rattled through the junction. "That's strange," he exclaimed. "I'm on the branch line." "Oh no," the signalman cried. "Express trains aren't supposed to go that way." But it was too late. Gordon had already raced into the distance. The old branch line was weak and rusty. There were signs warning all the trains to go slow. But Gordon ignored the signs. "I'm an express engine. I don't go slow," he said, and he went even faster. The branch line couldn't take his weight, and the rails buckled. Oh, help! Gordon cried as he slid off the tracks and into a field.